guys, I'm gonna make this one really quick. So I beat the Behemoth 10, and I'm gonna show you how I did it. Also, I did some sim battles using the sword skill. So for the new comm, Nick Wang. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit, and also confirmed what I said in my last video. Nick Wang is going to be the top 80 prize for the commander. All right. And honestly, it looks very promising. On a side note, I did get these made. Now, it's going to get kind of weird when I put it up here because of the green screen behind me. It is green. So, if I get enough people that say, hey, look, I want one of those, I'll figure it out. But I think they came out really cool. Just imagine it being green. Let's jump into it. Alright, so here we go. Crimson Behemoth level 10 beaten. Now the consensus is in, and that consensus says SWE, strengthen weakening effect, is the answer to beating a Crimson Behemoth. And I did this with a very small first row of T12 infantry with one slot in slot 4, of T10. Why? Because it's the largest amount I have that's infantry in terms of high tier. But yeah, SWE is the way to go. She looks scary. She's using T12 airship, but she isn't they did not activate tear space on this event monster. So even though she's got all the skills of Lady and Beast, and she's got a crap ton of attack power, defense, HP is on the low, and that resistance from the meteor. If you got SWE, it doesn't matter if she hits you. It's not going to do any damage. One, because it's got no tear space. As long as you have enough SWE. And honestly, with my setup, you really don't need to have the assault pants on. As long as you got a 30 times 2 in terms of the destruction. Alright? And at least a level 30 Rabbitier, you'll be fine. You should be fine. That should be more than enough to get that 400% that you need for base SWE standards. This is just the gear I have saved in terms of my setup for when I do this. That's why the assault's on there, because you do need to have more as, you know, the Apocalypse Hall gets into play, or someone does have a shadow. Like, I put the shadow on there as well, just in case. There's other factors, but that's not the point of this video. So let's take a look at this, and I'm going to play through it really quickly because it is very long. I had very terrible trigger rate for my Dragon Slayer. And as you noticed too, I did switch it up to a Infantry Commander 4th plugin for skills, which was Sleep Bomb. It did okay. You do see how the resistance right there does come in for her, but at the same time, I'm not taking any damage. And like I said, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So even with the destructive power in Time Bomb, the Time Bomb's doing 0 damage. It's doing 0 damage, okay? Once again, I'm having trouble. As long as you have enough, at least 400% SWE, you're gonna win. Boom, there it is. Easy for 40,000 gold for free, right there. And like we see in the level 8s, not so much anymore, but the level 9s, the 10, you're almost guaranteed to get a feather and a perfect crystal. Now they've added in the Vintage Machine 1 for the 10, which is interesting because if you're in that cycle of trying to get gears up to and above level 30, there's a lot of recycling going of just, you know, trash gear that you're never going to use. I use a lot of the Thalamus 3 to do that, and you end up running out of these Vintage Machine 1s very quickly if you don't have the melange or spice, as some people call it, to get you there. Moving on. So I did some simulations with my Vega, and I put the sword skill from Nick Wang on him using tier 10 airship. I asked my guildmates to put a ranger or something small or just one in slot 1, and then a full slot in the second slot, so that way we can see kind of how it works. And it does exactly what I thought it was going to do in terms of it's a smaller version of Shockwave. All right, and I'm gonna have to hopefully slow it down here. So here we go. Power Scorpio, sword skill, which is 100%, even at 30% right now. Boom, annihilated. Of course, that is with max leadership and against max leadership because it is a simulation. Nonetheless, we do get to see how it works. Now, this one was a little different. He decided to max it out with different tier levels, and for whatever reason, every time we did it, the planewalkers were the ones that got killed with the sword skill. All right, so here we go once again. This one, he's got a full march here with the tier 5. It's been a while. Kills it, and now it's going to randomly select one, which just happens to be the tier 11. I don't know why it did that. It's supposed to do the largest troop, and that's where translation kind of gets lost there. And I guess out of that might have been the largest one still around. Let's take another look at this. 32, 30. So I guess no, there was way more tier 9 right here. So in essence, it should have took the tier 9 in terms of the most amount of troops. It is what it is. It doesn't always translate to English very well, but that's fine. Just wanted to show you guys that. And also, as you can see, I have no RWE on. I was using actually one of the Leviathan farming arcs when this was happening. So I have no RWE on this gear. What I do have is Cepheus, Gemini, and I should oh, that's odd. There we go. So and Scorpio. So no RWE against this. He should have more than enough here to suppress me. But the problem is the Maelstrom T11 airship should SWE tier 10 airship. It doesn't, because when you, just like Shockwave, if you hit a target that is not going to SWE whatever it is they're trying to do that to, the after effects of the skill are going to act as if you don't have SWE on as well. And as you can see here, that's what happened, but we'll show you just so you can see it for yourselves. Anyways, here it comes. Breakdown, sword skill, boom, boom. Now, if he had put one Maelstrom right there, total different story. It would have been 0 damage, which would have done 0 damage to everything else. That being said, hope you guys take what you want from that. Try to keep this one as brief as possible. I'm going to show you right now. Boom. Top 8 is going to be Nick Wang for Galactic Battle. As you guys may or may not have saw, our ROI Elixir Exilers. Gosh, I'm tired. Sorry. We made top 32 at rank 29 last season. Our goal is to make top 20. So that way, hopefully, we can make it through the first round of elimination and make top 16. We're a top 32 guild. We're gonna do it. Good luck to you guys. I'm gonna try to, like I have been, stream on at least YouTube. For whatever reason, I can't get it to stream correctly between Twitch and YouTube. But I have more following here, people who actually pay attention to Ark of War here. So I'm going to try to stream as many galactic battles as I can, like I did for the last 2 seasons. So stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe. Pass on this to any Ark of War chat you're in. Help me out. Also, please send me a message if you decide that you think this is cool. All right, it looks exactly how this icon or my logo looks right here. It's just on a sticker, and because of my green screen and the karma key, it looks like my background. So if I get enough people saying they want one, I'll be more than happy to get another batch depending on how many I need, and I will mail them out, and we'll talk about that later. So have a good week. We still have 7 days. Get that 40K gold for free. Good luck.